Where's the best communities in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina? What are the top neighborhoods to live in Myrtle Beach? Have you been thinking about moving to the coastal Carolinas? If you have, this is the video for you. Today, it's going to be a deep dive about the Grand Strand and all that there is, all the different communities to live in, all the different options that you have. So let me start off by saying welcome aboard. If this is your first time here, there's 1,000 videos here on this channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so. So let's start off with the northern section of Myrtle Beach area. Let's talk about the Grand Strand entirely. You know, the Grand Strand starts at the North Carolina, South Carolina border. So which community is best? Well, it depends on what you personally like to do, or how far or how close away from things that you want to be. But on that border, it's North Myrtle Beach. Now, there's several towns that are encompassing North Myrtle Beach that you want to consider. There's Cherry Grove. There's also Crescent Beach, Windy Hill. There's also Main Street. And then if you get a little further in from there, there's an area called Little River. Okay, and then further out, there's an area that's called Longs and Loris. So those are further away from, closer, close enough but far enough away, 20, 30 minutes drive away. Now, as we come down further the coast, there's other areas to consider as well. When we come further down from North Myrtle, you get into Myrtle Beach. Now you have Barefoot area. This is at the beach. Then you get further down. You have the Gold Coast. You have the Cabana section. Then you get into downtown Myrtle Beach. Then you get to South Beach, which is on the south end of Myrtle Beach, near the Common, near the Myrtle Beach, the state park. Then we go to Garden City, smaller beach town, Surfside Beach, smaller, low rise. But you go further inland from there, and you've got Socastee. You've got Conway, South Carolina. Now let's go further down the beach. Further down, we went to Surfside and Garden City. You have Murrells Inlet. Then you have Pawleys Island. Now, why do I tell you all this? Okay, because if you are interested, there's a lot here. A lot of people think Myrtle Beach is just downtown Myrtle Beach. There's an awful lot more than that. And where do you go? Where's your best opportunities? Again, it all depends on what you're looking for. I'm going to give you a couple stories. I had a lady who called from her car. She said she was all on Zillow and looking around, and she's very frustrated, but she found us because we're one of the top ranked agents. So she picked up the phone. She says, I'm very frustrated because I'm down in Murrells Inlet and I'm on the bypass. And what I read on the internet was this is a sleepy little fishing village. Well, in fact, she's sitting in traffic on her cell phone, calling me, calling our team. Guys, this is what we do every single day. We help you avoid the pitfalls that are costly. The stuff that you read on the internet is not always true. You can't get into every single neighborhood. There's almost 1,700 neighborhoods and communities here on the Grand Strand. Now, when we say Myrtle Beach, it's a big area. There's a lot of geography here. I want to make sure that you're in the right place. And here's some other ideas that I just wanted to make sure, from a housing development, from a condo on the beach. There's a lot of things that I'm going to talk about. So, depends on what type of home you're looking for, what price range. But for instance, if you're looking in gated communities, a lot of gated communities are private. They're on private roads. The county does not own the road. So when you do your research online, you may not be seeing everything. It's private. Here's another example. Had another lady who was driving a neighborhood, one of our team members. All the homes are sold. She saw the listings online, you know, because they put these things online to get people in. But what ended up happening is she was very frustrated again because her and her husband are driving the neighborhoods by themselves and they couldn't even get into a house. My agent, one of my team members, happened to be there driving a neighborhood with another client, had just finished up, noticed that they were looking around at houses and stopping in front of houses and obviously trying to check out a neighborhood with research. Look, guys, they couldn't even get into a house. My agent actually ended up showing them multiple things that are not listed. These are called pocket listings. We had several homes that are in that neighborhood. They ended up actually purchasing. So, you know, getting the inside track to what's going on is very important. Now, let me talk about research first off. Let's go off on this. When you type in and you do your research, just remember this. What research are you doing? Are you putting in a phrase into Google and then Google is showing you what it wants to show you? It may not be everything, but it's going to show you what you want to see or answer that question. For instance, it'll take you to Zillow. Now, do they have all the answers? No. My team knows the Grand Strand, all those towns that I just told you, like the back of their hand. We do this every single day. And as an example, if you get into Longs, one of my team members lives in Longs, knows every single thing, every new communities that aren't even on the map yet, where roads are going. How about Loris? I have another team member that's in Loris. I have another team member that lives on the beach in North Myrtle. So you see, when we are talking, we're going to give you that information directly from the local, where things are located, what to look for, what roads are going to be coming in, why one area that you see on the internet seems to be okay, but there's a community right behind it, behind the woods that you don't even see yet, that's coming out. That's the stuff that we talk about. Street sweeper. That's our street sweepers. So, when we talk about the different communities that there are, you may be interested in water. I'm gonna wait a second. Okay, there's a big batch of water behind me, right? But you may not want to live on the beach. Of course, there's these beach houses that are here, but not everybody can afford one of these, right? So there's condos. There's different parts of the beach that are more residential, and there's different parts of the beach that are more commercial. Now, if you go downtown to Myrtle Beach, obviously, and a lot of people think in their mind, this is what Myrtle Beach is. There is 65 miles of beach, guys. I just went through, but I don't know if you know how big that is. Then we go inland. We have the Intercoastal Waterway and further back. So you may want a smaller, low-rise condo. You may want a more residential condo to live in if you're thinking about the beach. And we're going to know which communities those are that are going to fit your needs. Not necessarily the commercial, the rental income, day in, day out, traffic. You know, that stuff will drive you nuts if the person next to you is constantly coming in and out, in and out, in and out. Whereas you get into a condo complex where people actually live there. Does this make sense? Give me a thumbs up so far. So pick up the phone because, look, send a carrier pigeon, smoke signal, text, email, call. This is what we do. I want to make sure that you're avoiding the pitfalls that are costly, not in the wrong place. Okay, let's talk a little bit further. You like water, right? You may consider areas like Little River or Murrells Inlet, but not necessarily right there. You may consider a channel home, or you may even consider, here comes the pickup, an intercoastal home. There's a lot of homes and condos, for that matter, on the intercoastal. Now, a lot of these communities, you may not see anything that I've just talked about even come up in searches. The reason for that is because there's so many small communities or individual places that aren't on the internet, that aren't yet listed, but we know about them and they'll be coming. So if it's something that you're looking for, if you're trying to get a good education, look, my foot, I'll give you an example about education and an example about trying to find the right place. My foot was hurting, right? So what do? You go to WebMD, right? That's what you do. And of course, I found out 28 things that could possibly be wrong with my foot when I knew that I needed to go to get it x-rayed, right? So if you're going to the doctor online and you haven't picked the phone up to talk to anybody, just think about the information you're getting. And the information that you're getting, is it from someone who actually does it every single day, knows it like the back of their hand? We've got your back when you're moving here to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And when I say Myrtle Beach, that's the entire Grand Strand. Conway, Little River, Murrells Inlet, Pawleys Island, Garden City, Surfside Beach. Of course, all those other towns that I told you about, Loris and Longs. There's so many areas here that we want to show you to make sure that you're getting all of the information that you can possibly get to make sure that you're making a smartest decision that you possibly can. Lots of communities are out there, but again, the communities, where are roads going? Are we getting a road system put in that you want to be staying away from that traffic? When you're doing this research online, you may not get all that information. Or if you go directly to a builder, for instance, they just want to sell houses. They want to sell you that house. They don't want to sell you all of the neighborhoods. They don't want to tell you about all of the neighborhoods. We do. That's what my team does every single day. So if that makes any sense, do comment below. Please let me know what your thoughts are. I know that if you're watching this and you've gotten to this point already, I want to give you a little motivation to get to the beach. You know, nobody really is born. There's a few people that are born at the beach, but most people end up moving to the beach. Where you live has a lot to do with what your lifestyle is going to be. Now, if you've dreamed about doing this for a long time, and a lot of people do, you have to work towards your goals. There's small, seemingly insignificant things that you do on a daily basis that bring you to your goal. So I don't want you to give up. Just make sure you maintain your long-term goals. But if you do have questions, and I know that you do, pick up the phone and give us a call, because we're here to help you. Look at this. I must have picked the perfect time to shoot a video on the beach when every cleanup crew comes down the beach, right? It's crazy, right? It's all good. It's entertainment. But anyway, I'm doing these videos for you, and I hope you enjoy them. And again, if you haven't seen the other videos, go ahead, watch some of the other videos that I have here on this channel. Very helpful. I want to make sure, again, that you are getting all the information that you possibly can to make a smart decision. It's Jerry with Jerry Pinkas Real Estate Experts here in sunny Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. On my head, it's a little sunny. And this guy, can't shake him, right? He keeps following me. Anyway, I'm going to take a walk down here to the beach. Again, there's areas that are less commercial, like this area. There's areas that have condos that are more dense. There's small town living areas. There's areas that are congested. There's areas that you have restaurants. We have 1,700 restaurants here, live theater. But again, it's more about the lifestyle of what your plans are, what you want to do. Because we want to make sure that you're hitting a price point, but you're also getting everything that you need for a long term. It's not just for the day that you're happy with the new home, but the long term of your life. So I'm walking down to the beach here. If you can hear this ocean, can you? Can you hear it? Another beautiful day on the Grand Strand. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic day, because one day I want you to be here. Myrtle Beach behind me. North Myrtle Beach behind me, that direction. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. All right, so tell me about where you were coming down the beach and you just said...
I saw Jerry Pinkas standing here, and I learned everything I know about Myrtle Beach from the YouTube videos.
All right, awesome. I'm glad you're watching them. Anything you want to say to everybody?
Pay attention to the videos, because you learn a lot of cool things. I learned about
Watch out, you're going to get wet.
The International Culinary Institute of Myrtle Beach. I went and ate there yesterday, and I found that on one of Jerry's videos. I highly recommend it. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
And you can find everything you want to know about Myrtle Beach for vacation on Jerry's videos.
All right, you're awesome. Hope you're having a great day.
I am.
All right, take care, guys.
You too. I ran into Jerry.
You ran into Jerry, right? Yep.